We did it.
You just woke the dog up.
I'm sorry, Spencer. I'm sorry, baby girl.
All right, roll us in, Eric.
We're rolling in. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a very depressing episode of the Whole for Everything podcast.
Stop the work and fucking hold for everything.
No normal person has anything like that.
Not gonna be able to Google it if they don't know how to spell it, buddy.
Yeah,
Even if you told them how to spell your name, they wouldn't get it right.
My name actually sounds exactly how it's spelled. So if you said my name,
I think I said it right the first episode at one of those points.
no, I don't think so.
Not at all.
I mean, I just remember you
Not the
calling
second
her.
one. Definitely not the one we were.
Papayiannis?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Classic.
maybe the one we didn't release, maybe, but the second one. No.
We didn't release a lot of things. Thanks, Walter. Too soon?
Yeah.
A
Well,
little bit.
we'll find out.
All right. So those of you who've been wondering, and that's nobody, but me and Jake had a very eventful day today. I don't even know. Where do we begin? Because I'm exhausted. I lost my voice.
We can begin with the fact that we meant to be recording this at noon today, and we're now starting at 10 p.m. So this is how dedicated we are to this fucking
anyone
podcast.
ever doubts the dedication to this podcast, I need you to look back on this episode and realize that we were supposed to start recording 10 hours ago. And here we are, tired, 2 Red Bulls in, 3 beers in. I didn't open mine yet because the dog is on my lap.
She
But
likes
we're here.
beer.
She's snoring. Are you catching the...
No, you can put the microphone to her face, but she might bite it.
My hand is fully on this.
I don't think she'll bite it. I think she'll
be.
be more inquisitive.
Do you think we'll get taken off of YouTube with my hand on the boob like this?
No, you're covering it. You're censoring it.
Also, it's plastic. I think like the Venus de Milo can be shown on YouTube.
I love how you have like the mannequin in one side and my dog just laying there.
This is what it looks like when I'm not at the podcast. I got 2 ladies, one on my lap, and the other with my hand on her right breast. All right. So what happened this morning? I pick up Jake because I don't want Jake to get COVID on the train, and also it's like a 3-hour ride to the middle of fucking nowhere where Jessica lives. I'm lost. I'm so tired. Go ahead, help me.
Well, yeah. Eric picks me up. We find out that the F8, my field recorder, is not in his fucking car like it should be.
Field recorder. I don't know if you know anything about podcasts. You need something to record audio for podcasts.
And we were using the Zoom F8.
We were using the Zoom F8. Jake gets in the car. He gives me a look. I give him a look. I know it's not a good look. And I go, oh shit, I'm missing something from my car. So the last 3 days I've been on a shoot. There's been a lot of gear that's gone in and out, into people's homes, into rental houses, into, that's it. Rental houses and other people's houses. So I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if it happened overnight, but either my shit got stolen or misplaced. Jessica's under the impression that it was stolen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you conveniently left out the part that there's a ton of gear going back and forth. I was under the impression it was this dude in your car, and that was it.
Okay. There was a bunch of gear going in and out between my car and this person's home, and also the location where we were shooting. But I went to the location today. I went to the location twice today. The House of Yes. This episode is sponsored by the House of Yes. Don't bring your equipment there. And I went there twice. No gear. I asked the DP. He says there's no gear. I'm sorry if you guys are listening for film podcast. That's not what you're getting today because it's I'm exhausted.
Talking about art
I'm exhausted. We're doing this out of principle because we said we would.
It's now a game of Clue.
Yeah, This whole episode is going to be about us discussing people that you have never met.
Editors hitting us up too.
We have a whole list of shit. We have a whole list of shit that we wrote down to talk about, we're just not going to talk about it
At all.
Yeah,
Like,
27
We'll probably get to
solid topics.
27 solid topics that have been there since episode 1.
We'll probably get to
Probably
one
get to
of
the
them.
first 5.
You know what? Just a spoiler. I'm going to force us to talk about Patrice O'Neal, even though I haven't seen the documentary.
Okay. Damn, we're skipping. We're going. Okay, here we go. Jake,
I mean,
the
if we're going to
producer.
talk about anything, I want to talk about Patrice.
Okay.
But anyway, F8 was stolen. We spent 3 hours going to everywhere that you did drop-offs, contacting everyone you worked with.
Mm-hmm.
No one had any clue what was going on.
Go ahead.
So we initially were like, fuck, we can't even record audio. So we can't record a podcast.
Right. So
So
Jake,
2 hours later?
Jake. So basically, this is what happened. I dropped Jake off, and I swear to God, I didn't tell you this,
Oh, yeah?
but I sat outside of your studio for about an hour and a half.
Oh, for real?
That's it. I was devastated.
Did you watch me leave and go get like a BLT?
Did you leave and get lunch? I'm sorry.
He did text her. He's like, I'm going to
Dude,
go
I
get
offered to pay for your lunch. I got you a scone, and then you got food afterwards.
I wasn't like immediate. Oh, there was a point where we were, like I said, a lot of shit happened. We also almost got into a car accident.
You're skipping the story though.
Yeah. But like, skipping the story. I was like upset about it, so I was like, I'm going to go get more food and beer, and
He got drunk while I sat outside.
I had
of
one
his
beer
studio.
at my
He's gone.
studio.
He's
I'm
toasted
hammered.
Right now.
This is
the
my
reason that I know
third
that he's
beer.
hammered is because after I sat for an hour and a half debating on what to do with the situation, I get a text from Jake. He sends me the equipment that we could get on short notice, and like a psychopath, I was like, "Yo, if I pick this shit up today, you want to still shoot this shit tonight? Because it's the only thing that's going to make me feel better about any of this." And he's like, "Okay." And I'm like, all right, I hope that's a real okay. And he's not just saying it because he knows that I'm sad, ready to fucking take my car off a cliff somewhere. Anyway, so I go to B&H, which is in Manhattan, double park, run into B&H. This fucking lady's taking her sweet ass time. I just dropped 200 on this new fucking item that we have for this podcast.
We've got the Zoom P4 now.
Zoom P4. This episode is sponsored by the Zoom P4. Hooking us up. Thank you.
Don't
Coming
leave
in
out
clutch.
that when you're in B&H, your item has to come to you on the conveyor belt.
On the conveyor belt. This conveyor belt.
Across the whole entire top of the store.
Insane. Well, I ordered 45 minutes in advance, thinking
still
that I
had
would
to
get
wait.
there.
And it still comes down.
It's still on the way. I'm like, bro, whatever.
Great.
Amazing. So I run outside the B&H. Lo and behold, your boy is double parked, getting a ticket written up for $115. So now I'm down $350. Fast forward, I pick up Jake. We drive to the location here at Jess's house. Jake sits down. I look at Jake. He looks at me. He goes, "Oh shit." I almost cry. Jake realizes that we don't have the wires that will connect to this new piece of equipment that we have.
We don't have any XLR cables.
XLR
They were
cables.
all with the F8.
All in the F8 that, according to Jess, was stolen.
Yeah, well, that is again why you need all the pieces of information
Nah,
to a
fuck it.
story.
I'm with Jess. He stole it and he doesn't want to give it to me, and I don't care.
Well, now I hyped you all up and amped you up, and now I'm backtracking on my.
Nah, fuck that. I hope
Statement.
I hope he watches this. Anyways, we're fast forward. We're at Jess's. We're about to call it quits.
Oh, we're calling it quits also after calling literally everything from Target to Lowe's.
Oh, yeah,
to
we called everywhere.
Lowe's to find XLR cables.
We called every place possible and failed miserably. Not only did they have no idea what the fuck I was talking about, they all had the same response when I asked for an XLR cable. They all said, "An extra large? What? Extra large for what? What kind of extra large cable? An XLR." I don't know, it's because I have a lisp now, because I have the Invisalign. Monday, I get the third tray. Congratulations. Thank you.
Third tray.
Third tray.
What's
So every 2 weeks you get new
Oh,
trays.
okay. Never
to
mind.
Twist your teeth the right way. Hopefully I'm going the right way. With my luck, they're going the opposite way.
I just I have not a fan of that comment.
She said,
She doesn't mess with broke. She doesn't mess with broke dudes.
Did you hear the pig in the audio? Yeah. Oh, great.
A little bit, not like Crystal.
The audio listeners are just like, what was it? Did somebody just fart?
so for audio only people.
Just switch to the YouTube real quick. Give us some views.
Switch to the YouTube at around 9 minutes in.
The dog's no longer in the shot. She's gone.
She's just her.
Just her ass?
Yeah.
Perfect. We got a mannequin that's just
mannequin.
titties and a dog that's just an ass.
Gave him booty.
Explain the mannequin, Jess.
sounded wrong.
What do we have the mannequin here for? Just really quick.
You wanted it.
No, I know why it's here. I meant the people want to know what your life is like, Jess. We need to get personal. I'm about to get personal, but on that second line, it's about to get. Oh no, yeah, Jess. So tell us about the mannequin, and then tell us. Did you have any deaths in your family this week?
In my family, no.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what?
My family dog. I'm not a person. You had the family
that's
death.
fucked up. You wouldn't talk. You don't think your dog's a part of your family?
Well, yeah, but considering what happened to you, no.
Damn, I didn't know this was going to turn on me so quick.
Buddy, you're the only one who had a death.
No, her dog died.
We're talking about people deaths.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought he was saying too. So
Well, all right. I guess we're done with the whole situation.
Yeah, our shit got stolen. We didn't explain that Jess
very end.
lives in the fucking Rockaways.
Lives in the Rockaways.
And we ended up going out to the Atlantic Terminal Guitar Center to get XLR
which
cables.
is 40 minutes away.
beach life, gang gang.
And I'm surprised, ride or die. I got a ride or die crew because it was 7:30 at night. And
And we decided,
me and
fuck
Jake
it.
did the same thing that we did twice earlier in the day. I gave him a look. He gave me a look. He knew what my look meant. He knew my look was, I'm down to go 40 minutes and come back. And I was looking at him like, are you sure you want to do that? And then I was looking at Jess because I know she was like, come on, guys, let's just fucking, let's just take a nap. Come back next week.
I got to take my nap. I don't mind. I stayed here. I took a nap.
While we were gone?
I took Shay to the.
We were not gone for that long.
Yes, you were. I took Shay for a walk and
it's
then I took a nap.
40 minutes to and from. We were gone for at least an hour and 20, probably more because you had to get gas and I had to actually buy the cables.
Well, with you, time flies, baby.
Ah, thanks.
All right, I'm done. What are we here? All right. So anyway, what the fuck were we talking about?
We were transitioning into
This episode's gonna be great.
Amazing. Don't edit. No, we're not editing.
No, we're not editing anything.
Fuck this.
No edits. One cut. Your grandmother.
Damn, my grandmother.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. So we were supposed to film an episode. This is not the reason why we didn't film an episode the other day, but on that same episode, on that same day, we found out that my grandmother passed away, and it was just a weird week. This whole week's been kind of a disaster. We did a little math. We found out that she passed away on like the 19th because she's always looking at my Facebook stories. So like whenever I'm like doing shit with like movies and the podcast, like she's always there to like, I'll see it. Sorry, I'm too low. I'm talking away from the
No,
mic.
I can adjust everything.
So I'm always like aware that she's, awake or something, 'cause she's not that old. She was 70, so I want to say 70. I'll say 77 just to play it safe. But she was moving around.
Yeah. I mean, my dad's 73. So, like, yeah.
Right. It's kind of a little scary. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, first of all, my mother's listening. So what just happened? Did we just...
What?
What? Oh, I thought thunder just...
No, that was
Nothing happened.
Oh,
That's the wind.
I'm just looking at Jake. I thought I was...
No, nothing's wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
Well, I know. It's just charging my computer. I realized the charger wasn't on. It's not relevant because we're not recording sound directly into my computer.
Okay.
We're
Anyway,
using the new Zoom PodTrack B4.
sponsored by...
I wish.
Anyways, so yeah, I mean, it's scary because she's only 70-something years old. And then you're thinking, I know this is not film related. I don't care.
We're not doing a film podcast this week, apparently.
We got an episode
We're talking
coming out.
about all the sad things that we've dealt with throughout the past 2 weeks.
Nobody can tell us we didn't have an episode this week. Go fuck yourselves. We're going to get into all the bad reviews that we got, but we're not going to go there yet. Anyway, so grandmother passes away. She's 70-something. The first thing you're thinking is, my parents are next. You know? And I'm not. I know you're laughing because it sounds crazy, but
Well, I was just thinking in my situation, like my grandparents died when I was so fucking young that is not a thought that I've actually ever had.
right,
because
well-
it was like I was like a toddler, and I've basically never had grandparents.
well,
So,
I'm here to ruin that experience right now.
Take me out of that bliss.
I'm with Eric though. I
Because
agree.
now you're just doing math.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, mom, dad, you're 50 years old. My grandmother just died at 75. You got 25 years left.
Yeah. I lost my aunt suddenly in high school, and ever since then, I'm
You
like,
just
oh,
thought
who's
about
next?
that?
Yeah.
Who's next? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you don't want to think who's next. And that's why we're fucking here doing this podcast and drove 40 minutes down, 40 minutes back because one of us could have died tomorrow.
Also, we drove 40 minutes here before we realized that we couldn't record
There's been a lot of
anything.
driving. I got 36,000 miles on my car, and I may have hit about 2,000 of them today. I'm exaggerating. Anyway, also, I don't know. Should we mention that? I wasn't really close with him, but I feel like, you know. Did you know Wolf? Jessica?
Wolf, the sound guy?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's who that was?
Yeah.
Ooh. I wasn't close with him either, but that's still weird. I've worked with him a few times.
Yeah, I worked with him a couple times too. A couple months ago, I did a feature with
Me too.
with Wolf on this movie called The Sixth Reel, and I had to drive him. We had to drive upstate together, and we just spent the whole car ride talking and shit like that.
Yeah, he was nice. He was really nice.
He's like the nicest kid, and we just found out that he passed away.
Well, I just found out live on the podcast.
You're welcome.
I
I'm
did
here to
not
bring all the
even
good
know
news
that
to
was. I
the
thought
viewers.
Wolf was like. Honestly, I read the document and I was like, "Who is Wolf?
Who is
What
Wolf?
is Wolf?"
Yeah.
What is Wolf?
Don't make fun of Wolf.
I
not
honestly
making fun of
thought,
Wolf.
in all honesty, I thought it was your dog that bit your face.
Yeah, that's actually what I immediately thought on
Bro,
the doc,
can
but
you
we
That's
what I
talked
thought.
about it earlier, so I was caught up to speed.
Damn. Can you imagine my fucking? That would have been fucked up. I would have been sad. The lip dog? The dog that bit? Would I have been
So
sad?
are
though?
you saying that you're not sad about this one?
Oh, man. This guy really came around with that one. All right. Anyways, so last week we did our first episode.
Second.
Second, it was Twan.
All right. Twan, whatever. Also, I edited that in all of them because it was bothering the shit out of me. I couldn't. I know.
deal with me
I was
putting
like, yo,
episode 2.
Jess. I told Jake, I was like, you got control of all the the titles and shit like that. But every time I would click on like Spotify or something, it would say episode 2, and I was like, dude, I have to fix this manually. So I just went in and I fixed it to episode 1 because I was like,
Why did it say 2?
because we
Because
thought
I
it
put
was
it
funny.
as episode 2.
But I'm like, nobody really
I thought we
listened.
actually put it as Twan.
No, I put it as 2
Oh, gotcha.
because
I made an executive decision and just fucking because it was giving me OCD. I would like click it and it would say episode 2, and I'm like, yo, there's no episode 1. People are gonna be confused. Even
buddy,
though
I'm gonna make this episode 3. Get ready for it.
I'm gonna
I
vomit.
think that's a good shout. Like I think I rate that because then people, if people are gonna go back once we're into like 10, and they're gonna be like, "Where the fuck's episode 1?"
I don't want to
Mystery
see
bitch.
episode 1 ever. It's never gonna. All right. Anyway,
It's gonna be for our Patreon.
in the comments, let us know if you'd pay $5
to listen to
listen to
an
it.
episode that we really struggled to make happen.
It's cut up into 6 parts, and no one wants to edit it.
I want people to probably just donate $5 because they feel bad for Eric.
Yo, honestly,
Sign up to our Patreon if you think Eric looks
I
like
swear
Lord
to God, I was
Farquaad.
2 seconds away from putting up a GoFundMe account on paying back the fucking F8 that went missing. Does anybody have $999 to spare? That's crazy. Anyway, all right. So last week we did an episode, our first video episode, and we got a lot of notes. They were most of them, 85% of them were good notes. We got a couple bad
Shout
ones.
out Raleigh, best AC ever.
Raleigh gave us some
I had
notes.
yeah, I told you that.
Go ahead. What did he say? He gave
No,
us some
Raleigh
good
just
notes.
said it was a good listen.
did
Raleigh, dig
you,
it.
Did you test him though? Did you see if he actually listened to the end?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
No, I genuinely don't remember the conversation that we had.
Bullshit. I had one guy, my friend Chad, he posted on Instagram. He just posted a picture of like him listening, not him listening to it, but a screenshot of like on Spotify, and it was like 15 minutes in. And I called him out on it, and I was like, look at Chad pretending he's 15 minutes into the podcast. And then he just sends me back like a laughing face, because I knew the motherfucker didn't listen to the entire thing. Nobody's listening. Like, none of our actual, like, the only, like, if we actually get real listeners, it's not going to be our friends, because nobody wants to listen to people that they know.
Oh, so, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Never. No one ever listens to people that they actually know.
Are you're being sarcastic?
No, I'm being serious.
I did once.
To yourself once.
No, not even myself. Okay, does that count then twice?
I'm not gonna lie, I listened to it. I didn't listen to it the whole thing. I just like I tried to make myself feel better about. I was like, it really didn't go that bad. The video wasn't bad, so like I would go back and watch it to hype myself up for the second episode and make sure like we do it again before.
Well, I have to listen to all of it to fucking edit it.
Do you really have to listen to the entire? You don't have to sit there the entire time though, do you?
Well, I do I do all my like equalization, compression, all that audio shit, and then I listen to it to make sure that there's nothing like flagrant about the episode. Because the last thing I want is for like some dumb shit to happen and then not catch it. And so if people are listening to it and suddenly there's like a huge smack,
all of a sudden they see Diamond Hansu's face.
Yeah, that's why I don't want that to happen.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah.
Shout out to Flagrant 2 podcast. Because you said flagrant. Okay. Anyway.
I gave us a full test run though. I did. I listened to podcasts, so I listened to ours.
You listened to your own podcast and gave it a test run.
I did. I wanted to see, because there's podcasts where I have to shut off. So I wanted to see if I could continue like washing the dishes or whatever and listen to it and actually like listen to it. And I did.
The only person that actually will listen to this entire episode that knows me is my mother. She texted me and said, "It was very good."
I'm glad your mom likes it. I've not met your mom, but
I wish I did.
She sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like she was just like, "Yo, that shit's garbage."
I'd want to meet her even more.
So
that
would
sounds
I.
like I'd love that.
She's like, I really hope you just don't do it again.
You know who I do know though? I know
Okay.
Dakota.
Okay.
We need to talk about this because I just see it on the file.
That's the only thing you want to talk about?
I don't know any of these other people.
Dakota texted me. I mean, Dakota said a bunch of good things, but fuck. I mean, I don't have my phone, so I have to like try to remember what he said. But
Well, go get your phone. At the same time, go grab me another beer.
I can't get my phone. My phone is the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where we're at on this fucking podcast.
I can get you a beer. I'm just the switcher.
Okay.
Damn.
I would appreciate it.
You don't think this is like... I feel like PC culture is going to come in and like... You got the woman getting you a beer, Jake?
I asked you first.
Yo, what if the fucking cameras went out while you went to go get that beer? I'd be so pissed.
That would be our luck today.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I should have just gotten my own.
Oh my God.
But I'm behind literally everyone else.
This is crazy. The video viewers are like, what's happening? We're just watching.
To be fair, I have the best shot to the fridge to go
Yeah, it
get
is a straight
the beer.
line, and it's behind everything besides the wide shot. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I mean, I could have gotten it because we could just cut to the wide now. Hello, Megan. Cut to the wide if you're listening.
Snapping at people. We're talking about PC culture and feminism.
Snapped at a woman.
Yeah.
Megan.
She's fired. I'll hire a man and pay him more. Fuck you, Megan.
Don't do that.
Megan should just edit like Lord
that part?
Farquaad on your face now for the whole episode.
I told Jake that I washed my hair and now I look like Lord Farquaad, and she laughed because she thought it was spot on
The
and said
funniest thing you've ever
that
said.
I've always looked like that, regardless of my hair being washed or
I'm
not.
gonna buy you the hat.
Oh, yeah, he needs it. Anyway.
It's just so fucked up. All right, so Dakota.
Yeah, continuing not talking about film this time.
Okay, I don't care. We're here, episode 2, baby. Watch out for episode 3 next week. Let's go.
Or in the proper world, episode 3, watch out for episode 4.
Dakota, this fucking guy goes down the list. He goes, oh yeah, this is good, this is good, this is good. I'm not even going to list the good things about it. What did Raleigh say? Anyway, Dakota.
Cody.
Dakota.
Can we just call him Dakota now?
Yeah, I'm done with
That's
that,
his name,
Dakota.
Just so he can't sue us for blasphemizing his name. Is that a word?
Defamation?
Blaspheming, but it's not the word we want here.
What is it?
Blaspheme.
Isn't
like
it
blasphemy?
Yeah.
Well, to blaspheme I
I didn't even know you could turn it into a verb.
I just
you
did
can
and
turn
made it
anything
up.
into a verb, but
Blasphemized.
except we're not using the right context.
All right, fuck Dakota. Anyway,
Jess was right. It's defamation or libel.
Dakota, you suck. Dakota tells me, what's up with the cringe ass intro that you got?
What's the cringe ass intro?
It's just me talking.
Oh,
Just me saying,
but-
welcome to the Hold for Everything podcast. How
Does
much
Dakota know that like you are the definition of cringe?
Yo, add Jessica to this list, bro. What?
all right. We're doing good, guys.
We're killing it.
We spent fucking hours
Should
trying
just
to
do,
make
like,
this work,
a
and we're
Comedy
falling
Central
apart.
roast of Eric for
It's
this
crazy.
episode.
All right, so yeah,
This
the
basically is already this
the
podcast.
first half hour, just skip to the 30-minute mark because that's probably when
We
we'll start
already are
talking
there.
about things.
We're at 27.
Yo.
The first 2 minutes is going to be cut, but like, yeah.
We're killing it on this podcast. I thought going an hour was going to be tough, but this is like the next. Anyway,
We're killing it. We haven't even talked about film
we
yet.
made,
We have covered 2 things on this.
and none of them are related to film. Yo, that's why we got the clips, baby. All right, so Dakota's an asshole. Fuck him. My friend Jake says,
Not me. I'm not that friend.
no, not okay. Yeah, I have another friend Jake. He goes, so Dakota shit on me, and then my friend Jake shit on you guys. He goes, he goes. I could see this going places. He goes down the list. He gets super hyped.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you're right. Like, this is the first feedback that I'm getting. He's like quoting shit from throughout.
Nice.
He quoted something. I guess I called her basic ass white girl. Who did I call?
I don't recall.
For the Joel shit. What's the girl's name? The girl with the weird.
Yeah.
We know
No,
the
it's not weird. She looks
the
lovely.
girl with the
She's
Joel thing. You mean the woman who was cast as Ellie?
I don't even think it was that. I think it was something else, but regardless.
Because I watched that clip and I said something about a basic ass white girl,
Gotcha.
and he whatever.
I
Anyway,
don't think
so
you
he
called
must-
her that though. I think you said you could get. But anyway,
Yeah.
go on.
Anyway, so he went from that and he goes, "Your co-host though, so." Like, okay,
What co-host?
I don't know. I guess you guys.
Both
you
of us
guys.
together are one co-host.
Fuck you both.
We're if we get guests, we're speaking a lot less. So
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. So that puts a lot of pressure on
On you,
me.
buddy. On you.
on your other friend Jake, he should start booking us people. If
about
he doesn't
to-
like us that much,
I'm
and we
about
have
to
so
book
much
Jake.
potential.
I'm about to book Jake to come on.
Oh, yeah, get him on this fucking
Oh,
podcast.
do it.
Well,
Jake, come on the
We'll literally
podcast.
just turn off our microphones and
Yeah,
be like,
just
"Go
we'll
on, perform."
Go on. Go on. You can do better.
Me and Jess will just stare at him
Right,
the
the whole
entire
time.
time.
Except people can't see that I have 500 monitors attached. So I'd have to like.
We'll take the GoPro wide shot. We'll put it on my head, and it'll just be a shot of him from my
Yo,
angle.
that's like that's the third time you've mentioned that. GoPro
I really
being on
want
your
it to
forehead.
happen. Yeah,
we really just need.
I want a POV shot.
Okay.
Anyway,
My
Jake
other
doesn't
friend-
like me.
Are we talking? Are we naming
Or me.
names?
Don't feel
So
bad.
We already
then-
called him Jake.
No, not him. For the next one, do we name names?
Well, they're gonna. Well,
They're gonna know. Fuck it. So my friend Angel goes.
yeah, I was gonna say we're both in this group chat with him. I think if it's that Angel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Angel?
how you doing?
How you doing?
I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're watching. You got this far. You got 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
That's great. You're supporting. Actually,
30 minutes in.
Wait. If you got 30 minutes in, then your advice means nothing because Angel texts me and he goes, "I didn't tell you this." Oh no, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did. I just I didn't say his name. So Angel goes, so first thing, I think you should just make it 15 minutes. This whole podcast should be 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you told me
30
about
minutes tops. I'm like, dude, it takes us 30 minutes to get into the fucking topics. Can you imagine if this whole thing
was 15 minutes.
15 minutes high.
We
I'm
would have only
Eric.
gotten
Bye.
halfway through our F8 saga.
Yeah,
Like-
we would and Jake would have texted me, bro. Oh no, Dakota would have texted me, bro. First 15 minutes, total cringe. All you do is do an intro.
all we did was talk about the F8 and said
Cringe,
goodbye.
bro. Cringe. You need me. You need me. You need me there.
He was supposed to be a part of this, wasn't he?
He was, but you know what? People are flakes. Nobody else would drive.
No one else is spending 2 hours in a car today to film this podcast.
2 hours? I think you were in the car for a lot longer than 2 hours.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
probably
to
true.
second that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely were.
You missed the whole breakdown too. I was screaming in the car. My voice is hoarse. Tears. No, I didn't cry. Almost. Anyway. Then my cousin Nicole, I saw her on the day that we found out that my grandmother passed away, and the first thing she said was, no, the first thing her sister said was, Nicole hates your podcast.
So you're mourning your grandmother, and
Yeah.
it's very important that
That's what I'm worried
you
about.
need to know that
Well,
Nicole
what does
doesn't
your
like your
cousin
podcast.
do?
My cousin Nicole is a teacher. She's not in the business.
So then she wouldn't want to listen to our podcast.
But she did, and I appreciate that. I don't know how far she got, but she did complain that I touched my hair a lot during the video, which is fair, but also at the same time, I thought we had multiple cameras, so I was just going like this for like
To
2
get the
hours
angles.
because I was like, yo, we could just cut to somebody else. We don't really like. I could take my whole ass out. Nobody's really gonna see because we could just cut to Jess
Just
or
cut the Jess kit. Well, if we cut to the wide,
If you cut to the wide,
yeah.
then my ass is out. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, we can only cut the Jess right now.
No. What do we got? All right.
No, we have the wide.
We got the
No,
wide.
but we'd see Eric's ass on the wide.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying in this scenario.
Yeah.
I
You
was
would
just
have to
talking
cut
about
to
my
me.
ass.
Yeah, I mean it's all I ever really wanted to
All
talk
right, now,
about.
Jess, if I sit up really quick, sorry, audio viewers, anybody listening,
No, you're fine.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in here.
Audio
How's my
viewers
You're good.
viewing that
Looking
audio.
for quadtastic. That was going to roll off my tongue a lot better
know, it sounded
in my
good.
head than it
Farquhartastic.
actually did.
Yeah, it's too many hard consonants.
I was going to say, no, never mind. I don't even know.
She's gone. What are these?
Anyway,
It still sounds better in my head.
Anyway, so then my father follows up with another list similar to Jake's. He goes, listen to it for about 10 minutes. Sounded good. Didn't listen to the whole thing. That girl, she's got to go.
You mean the girl that makes all of our visuals
Yeah.
possible?
She
Yeah,
goes-
she's got to leave.
All right, bye, guys. Go home.
We film it in her apartment with her tech, and she's get her the fuck out of
The
here.
one XLR cable that we had today.
Yeah, well, we got two more.
We got them all. We got
We
everything.
spent some time and some money. We got some more.
I'm the only one prepared.
I
Eric,
text him back. I text him back. I'm like after he sends me all those notes, I just text him back. I'm like, why's the girl gotta go? He goes, I actually didn't really think about it. I don't know why I said that. And then that was the end of that conversation. So Jess, I think you can stay. You're
Cool.
good. You're good to go.
All right, awesome.
Fantastic.
Then he follows up with, hey, maybe I can call in and we could have a pretty entertaining, few minutes. And
Is
the whole
this
time
a-
I'm thinking,
Is this an
guy ain't-
FM radio show now?
That's what I'm saying. Bro,
Like-
you want to call in to this podcast?
I guess he would just call your phone, but we can't do that. He can't. We'd have to call my
that's
phone.
not what I was thinking about, though. The first thing that I thought of was this guy's in my life for almost 30 years. For 20 of them, wouldn't want to call me. Now all of a sudden, fast forward, I got a podcast. He wants to make a phone call in.
Yeah, podcast. It got 50 views. He knows where the money is.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta hop on this.
67.
Oh no!
We got
Yes, it
17 views.
does.
We got 17 views in like the hour that we were driving.
Did it really get 67 views?
Watch this be.
It's gonna say 24.
Ever what?
EverQuest.
All right. So for those that are listening, we're googling how many views we have on the first
Want me to
episode.
ASMR it with the keyboard?
No, I don't think.
I don't think that's necessary. Hold for Everything podcast. Oh, we're on Apple, baby. Oh, you're talking about Apple.
Oh no, we
no,
were talking
no,
about
no.
YouTube.
We're talking
I'm talking
about
about
the
YouTube.
two. But what's cool is
Who's gonna pay me when this is at 67 views? Look,
Oh,
you
that's
can't even
not-
Google
That's
us.
not good. All right. This is awful for
You can't even
for the
Google
YouTube
us.
viewers. This is terrible.
Yeah, Hold for Everything podcast. YouTube does not.
Okay. Anyway,
turn
Jess,
up
you
us.
try to find that. We're gonna skip to. Did you want? We could talk about the Patrice O'Neal thing since you wanted to go there.
I haven't watched it, so we can hold that for next week. I'm always excited when I see Patrice O'Neal because I'm a big fan, but I also because I haven't seen the documentary and I don't actually know what it's about.
It's basically all right. We don't have to go into it,
Yeah.
but the crazy thing is that my grandmother passed away on the same day that the
64.
documentary was.
Ooh.
I was close though.
It's pretty good though.
You know what's really cool is if I touch my computer, it fucking makes noise in the microphone. That's gonna be fun to edit out.
All right.
Yep.
right.
Anyway, let's
Anyway,
talk
so-
about something else.
What are we skipping to? Wait, should we just skip to the news that came out today? Because none of us know anything about it, and this is where Jess can come in really quick, and that could be a cool little clip that we put out in the morning. Or
What
do you,
was it?
You know, what's your plan? You're the producer. Make moves.
What news?
What's the thing? Yeah.
Edie Falco. She's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
playing,
yeah.
Oh,
She's going to be playing Hillary
Clan
Clinton
Hill Dog.
in some sort of a biopic. It's called The Impeachment, American Crime Story. But is it about, it's Clive Owen is playing Bill Clinton and Beanie Feldstein is playing Monica Lewinsky. So
It's a series.
a series about Bill Clinton being impeached.
wait,
What's up?
is this similar to like those series that they released of like killing Tupac and Biggie and then like the O.J. Simpson
Yeah, I was gonna
trials
say
and stuff?
I'd probably liken this to the O.J. Simpson
Yeah.
thing that came out. The dramatization.
Yeah,
I think that's perfect casting for Edie
I agree.
because
He's
everyone
gonna fucking
hates
kill it.
Hillary. Like, if you ever wanted to punch somebody in the face,
It's
she'd
Hillary.
be the one.
No, here's the
Edie
problem:
Falco-
is we hate Hillary. We're not big Hillary fans. Everyone doesn't hate Hillary.
Damn.
And it's kind of fucked up that they don't. It's like, oh yeah, what about this like warmonger that's like objectively has bad policy and like I know I'm kind of left, but like
Super right.
it's not like a
I was just gonna bring that up. I was
kind of
gonna
left to
be
the point
like-
where Eric's
I was gonna be
always
like,
telling me to go to bed at 3 a.m. after ranting about shit. But yeah,
Oh no, I just do that to fuck with you because half the time I don't know what you're talking about. But that's good though. That's why this works. Because I'm left, but I feel like I'm not left enough to like
to
have a conversation. Yeah. I'm just like, just explain it. Tell me why I'm an asshole, and I'll know why. I'll agree with you. And
I
that's
don't
fine.
think I'm left. I think I'm in between. I think I'm an in-betweeny.
Yeah.
Jess
I'm definitely registered Democrat though because you can't vote in primaries.
Jeff's
Not that
currently-
Oh
it
yeah,
matters.
in New York you
I
have
just
to.
called you Jeff.
Yeah.
Stupid. I
Not
hate
that.
that.
It matters, but
Dumb fucking laws. Man.
Anyway, Edie Falco, punchable face. You hated her on.
I like Edie
Is that
Falco.
what we're doing?
No, I love Edie Falco, but you like hate her on The Sopranos, kinda. Mm-hmm. So this would be perfect because, but I see what you're saying though, because it's not made for you to hate her.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. Like it'll be one of those things where like,
Well,
even
because
on
she's
The
gonna be
Sopranos,
playing-
they wanted you to like her, but you didn't. Similar
Well, she's
to
going to be
this.
playing like, who knows if she's going to be, but I imagine because this is the Bill Clinton impeachment, Hillary's going to be a sympathetic character,
Right. You think
because
they'll-
this is like pre-big political career for her. Like she's involved in politics, but she's not a mayor, she's not a senator, she's not running for president yet. This is before those things. She's first lady and an involved first lady, but
So it'll probably be about like how she handled it behind the scenes, kind of thing, and in front of the camera also.
yeah, like they're going to
The arguments that they
they're gonna
had
hit the
behind
notes,
the camera.
yeah.
That'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It'll probably, I don't know. Also,
I'm sitting here trying to figure out who's playing Monica Lewinsky.
It's
It
at the
says it
top
up
of the
top.
fucking
you got to
list.
pay attention. You got to keep up, Jess.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Google her. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Gotcha.
While she's Googling that,
Wait, but really quick. I know this is, all right, we have 30. Go ahead. Well, no, we have to keep on track. So just, are we still talking about the same thing? Go ahead.
I don't know.
What were you going to
What
go
is
to?
this? I know her from something.
Beanie
Pitch
Feldstein.
Perfect? Is she in Pitch Perfect?
She does look like that. Nah. Beanie?
Booksmart. Okay, that's what I know her from.
Never saw it. Nobody's ever seen that. That's just you.
Anyway,
Whatever. I saw Lady Bird too. How about that? Lady
Really
Bird was
quick,
actually
before
a
you
good
jump
movie.
to another subject, unless you were going to stay on topic.
just do your thing, man.
I'm sorry, just really quick. Why is Bill Clinton not in trouble? And I don't understand. Just give me like 2 minutes. Why is he? Why are we?
what would he mean?
Why is he still on TV? We know that he was on the island. I don't understand why he's
Oh,
still
the
shaking
island you're
hands with
bringing up.
fucking Obama. Like, how is he not like out of the
Because if
limelight
they
at least?
if they
just
con-
hide him.
if they
just
confirm
hold him somewhere. Keep
if
him in
they
a room.
confirm he was on the island, they have to then confirm that everybody else
But
mentioned
we've
was
already
on the
confirmed
island.
he's on the island. I don't understand why we're.
We've confirmed it. They haven't
Who's
confirmed
they?
anything.
We know.
The
That's what everybody knows.
But also, to Eric's point, is that we don't even have beyond that. We only actually have to even associate him with Epstein to know that he's a piece of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he has sexual allegation scandals and shit like that from before he was president.
That's what I mean. Like, why?
And if you read like the documentary, not read the documentary, you like read like shit about when he was the governor of Arkansas or representative.
They said he did some shady shit then too.
Well, not only did he do some shady shit, it wasn't like him purposely. He didn't put this into place, but he basically used prisoners as slave labor on like the estates that like the governor's estates, or once again, I can't remember. Was he a governor or a senator? I think he was a governor.
Trash,
Don't we still do that though? Like,
No. This was literally like a plantation. Like it was literally like slave labor. Like we do use prisoners as slave labor, but this was like they basically might as well
like
have
it was
been
very
on.
blatant what was happening.
It was like they're working on like the house for them, doing all the chores. Like it's more so than just like the prison industrial complex. It's like literal, like these people were prisoners, therefore they do whatever the fuck you want them to do. Just throw shit at them, see what happens. Like
That's some bullshit.
yeah,
right, but that was before like the internet and people can call them out on it. But still, like I don't understand. Like they showed, we're getting the vaccine. Me, Obama, and 2 other whatever the fuck. And I'm like, why is he being used for this?
it's because Democrats are also in a cult and they just don't want to admit it.
Exactly.
Like everyone's just like, oh, the Trump supporters are cultists, and it's like, yeah, that's true, but you're also cultist just for a party more than an individual.
Yeah.
Like
Trump was all pictured with Epstein too.
Yeah.
And they're not all canceling
They don't give
him,
a
but the Republican
only-
will be the first one to be like, Bill Clinton was there.
the only thing I'll say
So-
though is when you watch the documentary, the Netflix one, the girl, she does say that she never outright saw him doing anything inappropriate on the island, which is not. I understand like that sounds crazy, but it's not the first time that I've heard that.
Wait, Trump or Clinton?
No, Clinton.
I'm so confused. So
was
many people are on the
sorry.
island.
Well, Trump was never on the island.
Trump just had multiple parties with Epstein.
Yeah.
But anyway, so to finish off the Bill Clinton thing, the girl, she said he was on the island several times, but she never actually saw him doing anything shady. So I guess like that would be the only out, but also like,
How'd you go to the island several times? Like,
and not realize what's going on.
yeah. And also, I understand that this is basically like a big fucking
Conspiracy?
Well, not conspiracy.
definitely not a conspiracy.
It's basically like a major plot point in BBC's. What the fuck was that show called? That shit with David Tennant and the woman who currently plays the doctor, Broadchurch.
So did you watch? Anyway,
Did you watch Broadchurch?
Amazing.
It's fucking great.
First 2 seasons
But that's
were
like a whole fucking thing in the first season where like the lady's husband is the guy who did the shit. Spoiler alert for a thing that's been out for over a decade.
bad,
but
my
like,
bad.
oh, it's old. I watched that like forever ago.
Okay.
But anyway, spoiler alert for that. But that's a whole thing too. It's like, how could you not know? But you know, so now it's
Well,
like,
she-
that's, I guess,
I mean,
Clinton's
in that
out
show,
is like,
she
how
really
did you
did
not
it.
know that Jeffrey Epstein was shady? But it's also like, no, you knew. We know you knew because you're a motherfucking shady person without him even being involved in your goddamn life.
Everybody knew.
Yeah.
Everybody knew. You can't, there's no way to deny it. And that's why they're never going to confirm it. So, like, even with Bill Clinton, with anybody, they're never going to confirm.
Well, that's always the argument with Trump. They're like, oh, well, he kicked him out of the party. And
Who kicked who out of the party?
Trump like banned him from his fucking golf club or some shit.
But one of the Trumps was on that list for the little black book. Not that it matters, but there is one of them. I don't know which one it was. It wasn't Donald, but I don't remember which one. But
Can we get more into Snyder?
Speaking of,
I saw him trending on Twitter for something
I
today.
just want to talk about.
do it. Go ahead. Let's
Zack
do it.
Snyder.
Let's do it. I was gonna go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to like.
I was gonna say, speaking of creeps.
we
But go ahead.
that also works.
ahead.
I've never met Zack Snyder. I bet he's terrible. Fuck
sure
him.
he's-
Don't listen to my podcast. But fucking Zack Snyder. I didn't realize he was doing Army of the Dead. And fuck him. I don't want him to do it.
I guess maybe I should have watched the trailer, but you can talk about this because I don't know anything about
Wait,
it.
I have to laugh. I just pulled up Zack Snyder on Google and look at what one of the popular
Why is Zack Snyder
movie.
famous? That's going to be the title of the
He's
clip
really
that I make
mostly
about Zack
famous
Snyder.
for
300,
Yeah.
which was 47 years ago.
Yeah. Also,
Also, the guy who was the lead in that movie hasn't been seen since. There's a reason. I'm sorry.
You
what's his-
better not be talking about him.
wait,
Who?
Gerard Butler?
Are you talking about Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
He's
Dude.
been in a lot of
I
shit
know
since
he's been
then.
in a lot of shit, but what was the last?
He's
good-
also a heartthrob. I love him.
He's 77 years old.
I would still bang.
Oh my god, he was in the last movie he was in was where he was saving the president, who was Jamie Foxx, and that was maybe one of the worst movies of
Law-abiding
all time.
citizen.
Fucking-
Sick movie.
Sorry,
I just-
go ahead.
I
Snyder.
just,
We hate him.
Yeah, we hate him.
Why do we hate him about Army of the Dead? Was Army of the Dead an original and he's remaking it?
I just can't believe that he still gets more movies in a general sense.
Because is that a big movie to make?
Yeah. Like,
even after the fucking Batman vs Superman debacle, he's still being hired for shit like this.
yeah. He's still getting
Jobs.
Did you see that he's gonna receive an honor from the Hollywood Critics Association?
Why are we honoring him?
Because there's like a bunch of
great
fucking
guy, but please stop. Stop it. What? I'm sorry. Your daughter passed away. I'm very sorry, but stop.
Couldn't be happier that we will be acknowledging his visionary filmmaking
No.
and resilience to overcome
I
any
say
obstacle.
no. Please.
I wouldn't call his
more.
filmmaking visionary. Maybe his earlier
who's
films.
because you know who's it technically has had more success and more innovation, but gets shit on way more, is the Wachowskis. The Wachowskis built a whole fucking thing for The Matrix, a whole new camera style thing that was more innovative than anything. Like all fucking Zack Snyder did was film in a fight in slow motion in 300. Like that's his big thing. Is like, oh, we're going to do regular speed, and it's going to slow down, and then it's going to be regular speed again, and it's going to slow.
Dude, but now that
Matrix
I think
is a
about
good
it,
one, though.
300
That
had
would be
that same like yellow fucking weird coloring
Yeah, they just put like a LUT on it.
that just like transferred over all his other movies, and they're so ugly and
Well, now we're on to blue.
blue and fucking
we're on to like
dark.
cold.
You can barely see the goddamn movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say something really like cinematic. The LUTs work sometimes, like in The Matrix, the green.
Yeah, but
It
that's
worked
it's
because you were in the Matrix.
But it thematically makes sense.
Exactly.
Like it's not like how
Schneider's
everywhere is
doesn't.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna just blue wash our whole fucking footage now.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, Man of Steel was all fucking like gray and blue.
But that's it. I think I don't know if Game
Instead
of
of-
Thrones literally popularized it, but they were a big proponent in it but it's supposed to look dreary. And they
think-
do contrast. They did
Well, yeah,
contrast
well, the
from their like
teal-
northern elements to their when they filmed in the south of the continent. Like that was
Yeah.
it was a purposeful contrast.
They're doing, Game of Thrones was big on opposite color wheels. So like
Yeah.
if they put one color, they opposite it on the color wheel. They would go across from the.
I think
color
Snyder
you're using.
relies more on the coloring to set the tone of the movie as opposed to like actually writing something that, you know, makes sense. Like he wants to be like this. He wants to do The Dark Knight
Yeah.
without doing any of the work. He's just like, let me just fucking make this look really depressing and people will get the vibe. But Dark Knight was, I mean, it was colorful, not colorful, but like
No, but the tones matched. I think people get crossed.
The Dark
there.
Knight is Christopher Nolan.
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. He wants to be that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I misheard.
No, my bad. He wants to be that, but without writing a story that makes sense. So he's
Yeah.
like, let me just fucking make this literally.
Well, going even further, like the Superman reboot that I'm actually excited for.
Are you excited though?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm confused. Is it a part of the reboot? Number one,
I don't
that's
know any of
question
that.
one.
I don't know any of that.
Number two, do we get Black Superman? Do you
Oh
think
my
this
god,
is
that
it?
would be amazing.
I don't know. I do
Black
think
Rider? What's his name?
it says it
Ta-Nehisi
won't
Coates.
feature
What's his
Clark
name?
Kent.
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Are you pronouncing that correctly?
I don't know for certain because I've actually never like heard anyone pronounce it.
I
But
do
I've
know
read
his face though.
I've read I read the Black Panther comics that he did.
Oh, okay.
He has like
So he's in the game.
Yeah, this isn't his first this is his first movie thing.
Okay.
But he's like he's a
Did he
Fuck.
write Black Panther?
not originally. No, he wrote some of the
I
more
meant the movie.
I don't know. He might have been involved.
Okay.
I'm not positive on that. I know he wrote some of the more recent comics, and they have like a good amount of acclaim. He wrote he's written a ton of shit. A lot of it's way more philosophical and way more political oriented about race relations in the United States. I have read 2 of them, and they're on my phone. But I don't want to check my phone and admit that I don't remember the titles off the top of my head.
But that's all Black Panther.
No. His books about race relations in the United States.
My bad.
So I don't know if we get a Black Superman. I don't want to get into
I feel like
They say
there's a good chance I would fucking love it if Michael B. Jordan was
That's
Superman.
what they're
That'd be
saying.
the coolest shit in the world. And then there's gonna be a bunch of people online who are like, you can't make Superman black, and I'm like, he's a fucking alien in his origin story.
Now that I'm reading this headline, I don't know if it's true or not, but it said if it doesn't feature Clark Kent, then sure, you can get away with it. I don't mind it.
It's
I
a
know it
fictional
doesn't-
character.
I get it. I understand, but I'm also like, I understand. Like, I don't necessarily care.
I'm confused why Clark Kent can't be black.
Because he landed in fucking Kansas, Kentucky.
No,
What's
he
fucking?
can't. Like, I don't like. I guess we can like debate all that. I just think, like, okay, so for Batman, they made a black Batman in the comics. So now, like, there's a story for that guy, and I'm sure race relations are involved in those comics. If you do it for Superman, I feel like it would just be, unless it's written as a comic first. I know it's a stupid rule, and maybe they don't have to. I don't know how to, like, okay. I understand the argument to, like, what if, we can't make Black Panther white, right? Because
But he's
That makes sense.
he's
to the
not an
story.
alien. Also,
right, but that's what I'm saying to the story, because if
But what changes in the Superman story if you
if he's black,
yeah.
and also
Maybe
let's
for
take
s-
into account once again, in the origin story, he's a fucking alien.
okay,
The other alien in the DC universe, John Johns, the Martian Manhunter, is a fucking green dude. It wouldn't matter what color they made him. He's also a fucking alien. So it doesn't matter.
I think for
in
Superman,
those senses.
I agree with you. I think for Superman, you can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm more just so thinking like if they did it for Batman, and they were like, yo, Bruce Wayne's gonna be black. It would be kind of tough to do. Not tough to do. It would just be kind of.
Yeah, there is a
You know
not
what
a
I mean?
whole lot of black billionaires, unfortunately.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. And
Statistically,
I don't mean to say like there can't be black billionaires, but
in fictional
I just,
universes, like even included.
yeah, I just think it would just be like, wait, what? Like, I don't know. Like, you can do it. I just think the whole, like, why certain comics and stories are so cool is because they're somewhat realistic. Obviously, you want to.
Yeah, Superman is super realistic, bro.
I'm leaving. This is the last episode of the Whole For Everything podcast. But that's what I'm saying. So Superman, you kind of get away with it because it's an alien. You could make him whatever you want.
I do think, when you're right, when story elements are part of it, like we said with Black Panther, you wouldn't be able to do that specifically because it is part of the story.
It's a part of the culture.
It is
and
it's very involved and it's very personable. But like you look at
Superman, there really is no culture.
Yeah, Superman is
he lands
supposed to
in-
be an aspirational hero. Unlike the other, really where I think a lot of especially movies they fuck him up is where they try to make him way more conflicted or they underpower him because they're just like, oh, it's boring. It's a boring superhero who has too many powers and is too strong. It's like, but that's you get to have the more introspective superhero because you get to talk about the things that do bother him, that he can't, even with all these powers, he can't save everyone. He's supposed to be this aspirational moral story, more so than any other hero, especially in the DC universe.
But now, do they?
And I don't think that's race dependent.
But if they're 90% chance they make him black.
There's a good chance. I mean,
do they force a racial story? Not force. Do they make a story that's racially motivated that involves this Superman, or do they just pretend like you don't? I don't see color. Well,
I don't think you have to choose one or the other. I don't think
Will
you'd
there
have
be
to
little
force a
things-
story. The thing is that I do I think the Superman stories are all the good ones are the bigger things. They're not the street level kind of superheroes where it's Daredevil and shit, where it's we're really talking about focal points on
like a Luke Cage
cities and
situation where-
it's really I don't think you could, and I'm certain that it's you could do that. I don't know if it'd be good because the hero is too overpowered for stories where like the villain is something like related to that.
I mean, they can kind of go like, because I've been watching The Boys.
Yeah.
They can kind of go that route where they kind of hint at it. Like, even though this dude is fast as fuck,
Yeah.
he's being judged by, what's her name? Storm Rider.
But yeah, anyway,
Go ahead.
still, I don't think it's relevant for Superman, the race of the character.
I'm interested to see how if they
But I just do think that
play into
Coates
it,
is a talented enough writer to make
it
it makes it exciting that he's attached to it for me,
yeah.
because I know how talented of a writer he is,
Right.
regardless of any of the political things that could be involved with it. Just the fact that he's doing it and he has experience writing comics and he has all this, like, he's just a talented writer. It's nice to be like, oh, that's a guy that I trust with stuff, and maybe he fucks it up.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's like, more so than Zack Snyder,
Yeah.
I'm excited
You
to see
can't
what
make
he
it much
does with
worse.
Superman. Or that fucker, whoever did it before him too. That shit in like the early 2000s, that Superman movie. Do you remember that?
Which
Where
one?
Superman like disappeared for forever and he came back and he had a fucking child.
What was that, Superman 5? Was that when he was like drunk and shit?
No, because he left like all of Earth for a minute. It's like Superman Returns.
That's 3, right?
I don't know.
You're talking about...
This is in the 2000s.
Oh, nah.
I went and saw this in theaters and it was
this
new.
is with Brandon. That's the guy. I think I know who you're talking about. The guy who plays. He's playing Superman again on like Flash. Like they've been doing like this weird like crossover thing. Anyway, my bad.
Maybe. I don't. I only remember it vaguely because it's not a great movie, and it was boring. It was just boring in theaters. But anyway, we have
finish that. We could finish that
fucking
off. But
28 more topics to talk about.
it's all right. How many?
5 minutes left to talk about.
Do we really have 5 minutes left? All right, so fuck. So we could talk about it next week because that'll probably be a whole fuking podcast about
What,
Woody
Sasha?
Allen.
Yeah.
No,
Woody Allen.
We don't have to go into it.
Oh.
No, that'll be like a 20-minute conversation. We don't have to go into it. Just really quick. Do we really only have 5 minutes left?
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to do the fan submission thing? Was that a good idea? Is that
No.
dumb?
We don't have enough fans
Jake
yet.
was like,
Not
no.
all right, not fan
The
submission.
thing is that we can't do like a sequence that's involved on listeners that we don't have. Like
Yeah.
this week, someone had an idea of what they wanted to talk.
just in case next week we don't have that.
Yeah,
then-
I wanted like if we had a bunch of people in like an active Discord for our fucking like.
Well, I mean, if I
podcast,
did like a
then-
post where I was like, "Hey, any topics you guys want to talk about?"
and
we
maybe
got
64 people replied.
64 reviews, baby.
Because then you can choose between which one you want to
That's
do.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, what if they? Yeah. So what do we do? How do we close this off? We got how many topics did we talk about?
Movie theaters open March 5th in NYC.
Shit. Well, I also
Oh.
have to close out. March
That's-
5th? Is that what we're doing? March
No,
5th?
that's what I just meant to close it out like that. I was just playing around. It's fine though.
Sorry.
We can. Yeah, I don't know. Just.
Back us out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You want what? What do you want to do?
See you guys next week.
I wish it was a 2-hour thing.
We could do a 2-hour episode and just say fuck everyone. Be like, you wanted it, Angel. You wanted it to be 15 minutes. It's now fucking 120 minutes.
You, Angel. We're here and we're staying. I'm opening this beer right now. We're gonna go.
Holy shit! You haven't touched it yet.
We're gonna go.
Are we?
We're gonna go until I finish it. You're gonna watch me drink this beer. Can you hear me?
Yeah, barely. It's a nice fade out little effect that you did there.
Skull it.
I
I didn't realize that the chick was sitting on your lap.
skull it. She's not in the clit.
Yeah,
in
she's
the
lounging.
shot?
No, she is. It just blended.
All right, how many minutes we got left? We'll do it under an hour. We got you.
We're at an hour. We're trimming the first couple minutes because it was recording.
All right,
before
first couple
we-
minutes. All right, so we
but
got to trim the first couple minutes. So
we have like 2 minutes just to talk about whatever you want, Eric. This is Eric's 2 minutes in heaven.
We're gonna close this out. All right, so thank you guys for watching the second or whatever episode we're calling this.
It's episode 3.
We're going to try to do this every week. Thank you for everybody who watched the first week. Thank you to whoever made it all the way to this point in the video or audio. Thank you to Jessica and thank you to Jake for dealing with the nonsense that happened today. Hopefully we're back next week. I think we can keep this consistent. I hope people are watching. I hope people are listening. I hope Jessica is not laughing at my Lord Farquhar haircut right now.
No, I'm not.
Looking crazy. I don't know what she's laughing at, but
You always look at me when you.
I know. Because I look to Jessica for validation in things that I say.
We need to like put up a floppy so
If
he can't
she's
see
not
me.
laughing, then I can't. Then I have to keep.
Well, in the
I have
camera
to-
facing
basically,
you
I have
can't
to
see you.
Now they're just having conversations without me
Don't
involved.
you have a camera facing you?
Yeah, I can put the floppy here.
Oh, fair enough.
This is insane. They're having a whole conversation without me.
Sorry for like 30 minutes of this
dog?
being about sad shit.
All right, we're sorry for bringing up all the deaths, all the loved ones we've lost this week. It's just a sad episode. Today is just sad. My hair's crazy. People are mad because I canceled plans on them today.
Rest in peace, F8, 2021 to
Rest in peace, F8.
2021.
I'm going to get a thing right here. All right. Thank you for listening. Hold for Everything podcast. This is episode 2. Be on the lookout for episode 3. Hopefully next week. Hopefully Megan will come through with this edit. Quick. Sorry, Walter. Love you. Have fun at work. We're here. Goodbye. This is it. Peace out.
What's up, bitch?